Welcome back. Now, Whitney Houston's daughter spoke about her mother's death for the first time last night on Oprah's Next Chapter. Bobbi Kristina reveals that she can hear her mother's voice. Watch this.
I can hear her voice, in spirit talking to me and telling me, keep moving, baby. I'm right here. I got you. But
I got you.
famous words. Yeah.
That's what she said all the time.
Yep.
Yeah.
She's always with me. I can always feel her. I can always feel her with me.
Is that what you hear in your head? I've got you. Yeah.
That's all I hear. That's all I hear.
So is she, Bobbi Kristina, hearing her mother's voice in her head as a way of grieving, or is it actually some kind of hallucinatory experience? Psychiatrist Dr. John Sharp joins us. Lisa Boeski stays with me. Dr. Sharp, do you think she's grieving normally? From what you see, you think she is?
I do indeed.
Lisa does not feel so. Lisa thinks she's just barely holding it together.
Well, I don't know if I'd go that far, but
That's what you told me.
I think she's compartmentalizing,
Which would
but
be
I think would be normal.
though.
She's doing an interview,
Okay.
but I think she made a conscious choice not to sit down with Oprah on the couch because I think she would have poured out her tears and cried. So she made sure not to sit down and just do it.
Dr. Sharp, what about that?
Yeah.
Well, that's pretty speculative. I mean, whether she's sitting or standing, what we're seeing here is fully consistent with normal grieving.
Yes.
People alternate between being overwhelmed and trying to suppress that. People experience the lost loved one physically or auditorily.
Okay, so tell me about that. Now, I have talked to patients, I've talked to friends who have these, I can only call them hallucinatory experiences as part of their grieving. You're shaking your head no, you're shaking your head yes. Is it normal or not?
Well, let's define it. You're talking about
People literally have say, I've spoke to my father. He appeared in front of me and I talked to him. That's normal. Lisa?
And I think
normal?
I've heard her, I think she's heard Whitney so many times say, I've got your back. So she hears her mother's voice. I don't think it's a hallucination.
Well, but he's saying even if it is,
illness.
it's normal. And so when does it become abnormal? If they start like playing chess or where?
Playing chess would be abnormal. I think going on months and months and months would be abnormal.
Yes.
If it were inconsistent with her spiritual upbringing, with her belief system, it'd be
this is
abnormal.
actually what I thought. So she may actually be talking about hallucinatory experiences, but that can be normal in grief.
Because she's a very spiritual person.
That makes perfect sense to me.
2 months, 6 months, after that, it should go away.
It should go away. And so is that just the brain's way of just clinging to the last vestige? When you really can't let go, your brain just brings it back to you in some way.
I don't think it's that you can't let go. It's that she's comforted by that. I think in real life she was comforted by her mother, and I think with her mother's death she needs comfort. And who would she go to at loss? Her mother. But unfortunately it's her mom who died. So she is seeking out her mother saying, I got your back.
And that could be happening automatically, to your point, Drew. That could be her brain processing this loss
the unmanageable,
in this way.
processing the unmanageable by bringing it actually into her reality. My last question is, you heard us talking about the fact that we were worried about her sort of maybe not being able to hold it together. Do you think she needs to see a professional?
Absolutely. She needs to see someone on a daily basis or at least 2 or 3 or 4 times a week.
Now,
it should be part of her
I've only got about 30 seconds here, but for all my viewers out there who go, oh, come on, everyone that's grieving doesn't need to see a professional. Why do you say that about her?
Well, because she's at risk. She has a genetic loading. She's really young,
broken family,
isn't sure
early
yet
death of parent,
where she's going to be going in life.
Parent with drug addiction.
Absolutely. You said it better than I. So I think that what she needs is a little extra support. It could be pastoral support. It could be psychotherapy support. It doesn't have to be a shrink every day.
So it could be the church.
I think it does. I think it has to be a grief counselor. I think absolutely
she has a very
her church,
powerful church
but
community.
that should be a part of it.
Okay.
But a grief counselor is also a part of it too.
Thank you, Lisa. Thank you.